Good morning, traders. I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Commodities Broker here with RJO Futures on Tuesday, October 30th, with some commentary here in the energy market. So what do we have going on here today? Well, let's first take a look at crude prices there yesterday. Crude prices coming under a little bit of pressure, still trading, in my opinion, within that consolidation range that we've talked about here for a little while, but mostly a weaker tone. The thing about yesterday's market, though, that I got to caution a lot of traders on is that, not all markets were open, or closed early because of this Hurricane Sandy. And I think you're seeing a lot less, obviously, volume as people in the Northeast were dealing with the significant storm over there. So, while I look at the action there, and I think, on a technical level, it was, again, market consolidation, seeing a little bit of weakness in there. I don't put a whole lot of credence into yesterday's trading. Coming into here to today, market seems to be a little bit firmer. We do have outside markets up a little bit. The equities markets, although the futures, are trading, but we're still seeing, the closure there of of some of the major exchanges. But I think with the dollar being weaker right now, equities being a bit firmer, and I think things is we're kind of seeing some of the damage done from the storm, and in some of the refinery cases, the lack of damage, it appears, to some of these refineries located there in the Northeast could be certainly good for the crude oil market. And here's the thing with that, is that yesterday, with the big storm coming through, obviously the idea that they're shutting down some of these refineries helped kind of put a little bit of pressure on the market there a little bit. The idea that there could be a little bit less demand for oil if there's significant damage to the refinery. And, I don't think that's the case from reports that we've been reading here so far, late last night, early this morning, that we're seeing major damage there. So, my thoughts are this. I think crude price, we have good support down in this level. After that market came down, we've had a lot of market consolidation. Now you could see the trade start looking at this as major cleanups and some rebuilding comes underway, plus refineries come back online. You could see a bit of a boost there for the demand in crude oil, and that could, in the short term, could help out. Now we got API numbers coming out here later today. We'll take a look at those numbers. We'll see what, if we got builds or draws there. Give me a call if you want to talk about the expectations of that. And then, of course, tomorrow, the DOE report, and that should help set the tone for the rest of the week. So, I think if we kind of keep an eye on these consolidation levels, if we're holding down here, short-term technical indicators are telling me that this market is oversold. My opinion is I would recommend looking at the long side of the market, but I would be cautious. If we see a failure, we could trade down to around the 83 area. So give me a call at the number, or shoot me an email if you'd like to talk about things further, or talk about, risk management strategies. We can get into a little bit more detail. And of course, remember that, futures trading does involve a substantial amount of risk, may not be suitable for all traders. Good luck and good trading.